Hi, this is Robert with Line 6, and in this video we're going to be writing a Black Keys style guitar tone for the song Lonely Boy. So we find ourselves here in our music library, and we're going to swipe to the right on the left side of the screen to reveal our menu. From the menu we'll choose Editor, and then in this screen we can select through various types of amplifiers, cabinets, and effects. We'll start out by choosing the correct type of amplifier by selecting the red amp icon that's at the left side of the screen. Here we have our British style amplifiers, but we want to choose an American style amp, so we'll select the Type button that we see on the left. We'll choose American amplifiers, and then scroll down to choose the Line 6 JTS45 model. I selected this amplifier because it combines the preamp from the 1965 Plexi model and the power section from the 1958 Tweed model. The end result giving us a nice complex British and American combination of tones. At this point we can either double tap on the icon itself or select the word Done that's on the top right. To set up the amplifier for the Lonely Boy tone, we're going to need to reduce the drive to 65%, leave the bass set at 54%, set the mids to 90, set the treble to 80, set the presence to 90, and push the volume up to about 55%. We also want to change a few of the cabinet parameters, so we're going to select the word Cab that's on the right. We'll leave the 412 green 20s cabinet in place, but change the early reflections down to 25% and change that mic model over to the 67 model, which is more of a vintage voice tube-driven condenser microphone. Now that we have all the amp parameters set up correctly, we want to start to build up the signal chain by selecting the gate block. That's the first block in the signal chain on the left side. Like all effects in the signal chain, we can turn them on or off by using the power icon that's on the right side. For the noise gate, all we have to do is simply reduce the threshold to -75 dB, and we'll leave the decay set to 0. I like to leave a volume control in place in case it's needed, so we'll just simply select that block next, and then we'll turn it on by using the power icon that's on the right. We don't need a wah for this tone, so we'll skip over that block, but we are going to select the stomp icon that's next in the chain. It's currently set to a compression pedal, but we want more of a boost and EQ, so to sort through the list of available effects, we're going to select the stomp icon that's on the left side of the screen. We'll select the Boost and EQ pedal, and we can double tap that one to load it in as well. Again, we'll turn this one on using that power icon on the right and give it a quick preview with the factory settings. We'll pull the gain back to 60% and reduce the bass to 36% and reduce the treble to 44%, but we do want to push some of the upper mids, so we're going to set the mid frequency to 60% and then the mid-range control up to 63%. The rhythm guitar track for Lonely Boy is pretty straightforward, so we don't need to add in any outward compression or EQ, and we don't need to add in any modulation either, so we can skip over those blocks at the top and continue on to tap on the delay icon that's next in the signal chain. Now it loaded up a digital delay, but we really want tape echo, so we'll turn it on using the power icon on the right to preview it before we make the change. To sort through the list of available delays and echo effects, we want to tap on the delay icon that's on the left. We're going to scroll down to find the tape echo and double tap that one to load it in, then give it a quick preview to hear how it sounds with the factory settings. We'll need to set the tempo to 168 beats per minute and reduce the note value to a dotted 16th note. Then we're going to set the mix to 33%, the feedback to 15% for a nice slapback effect, while reducing the bass to about 43% and leave the treble right where it's at. The last effect that we need to add in is reverb, so we're going to tap on the reverb block, which is the final item on the signal chain on the top right. Now we'll need to change this to a spring reverb, so to select from a list of different reverbs, we're going to tap on the reverb icon that's on the left side of the screen. From here we'll select standard spring and double tap that one to load it in. We'll leave the tone of the reverb where it's at, but we'll just need to slightly increase the dwell and the mix. Now that we've finished writing the tone for Lonely Boy, we want to save this information to the AMPLIFi remote, so we're going to tap on the save icon that's at the bottom of the screen. Here we can edit and update all the information for the tone that we just wrote. We'll start by changing the title of this tone. At this point, we can hit autofill song info, and that will import all the information from the library, and we can make any adjustments that are necessary. Once all the information is filled in, we're going to click on Save Tone that's at the top left of the screen. That'll allow us to save this tone to this particular Amplify remote. The last step is to share this tone with the rest of the AMPLIFi community, so we'll do that by tapping on the word Share that's at the top right. From here, we can publish this tone to the Line 6 cloud, we can tweet this out to any followers, or share it with friends on Facebook. Thank you very much for your time. This is Robert with Line 6. Have a great day.